My name is KJ, and if you've been following my channel, you know that I graduated from MIT, have held prominent roles at multiple startups, and I'm currently on a leave of absence for my graduate studies at Stanford University. From the outside looking in, it may seem like I've just always had my life put together and have always just succeeded in life. But internally, I know the countless hours I've put in to better myself, and I know the intentional ways that I have positioned myself to achieve even my loftier goals. If you're watching this video, I know that you're already on the right track to achieving your goals, and I'm going to use this video to share some of the ways I've positioned myself for success. Hopefully some of my advice sticks and that you're able to achieve everything you've set out to. Make sure to stick around till the end of this video because I think all 10 tips work better when you enact them together. Subscribe and give this video a like to help spread this positivity to more people. And huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and let's get right into it. The whole reason I began making content like this is that I want my viewers to begin to believe in themselves. I get it. If you would have asked me 6 or 7 years ago, I would not have predicted that I'd get to where I am today. I wouldn't have even imagined anything close. Beginning to believe in yourself is a process and is not something that can happen overnight. You have to build the self-confidence over time and start to have conviction in yourself and the goals you set out to achieve. Having a strong conviction in yourself will go a long way and will determine the path that you ultimately pursue. Two people could have the same background, same environment, and same level of intelligence, but if one of those people has more belief in themselves, that is the person that I would bet on to achieve more. So first and foremost, simply strive to believe in yourself. And this doesn't mean to believe in this idealistic version of yourself that you hope to potentially be one day. Believe in the person you are today, and then continually work to better yourself and improve your self-confidence. Complete new projects, look back at past accomplishments, or just tell yourself that you can do anything you set your mind to. Remember that you are enough, and if you genuinely believe this, your whole outlook on life will change. This next tip is also a non-trivial one. I still struggle from time to time truly understanding my worth and the value I bring to any given team. Knowing your worth involves not settling at any given point. A task may have been worth your time in the past, but isn't any longer. Know that your worth is something that continues to grow with time as you continue to gain more valuable experience and understandings. I would recommend to position yourself to get jobs that are worth your time and expertise at any point in time. If this isn't possible, given certain circumstances, learn to advocate for yourself and ask the appropriate people when newer opportunities will present themselves. The next tip is to be ready to adapt to new and exciting opportunities. You never know when you may get offered a promotion or when a recruiter may reach out to you, but you can prepare yourself by simply being open and ready to adapt. A mindset that I live by is to say yes before doubting yourself. This means that if I'm offered some sort of promotion or I'm given new responsibilities, I understand that the person wouldn't have asked me this if they didn't truly believe in me and my skill set. In situations like this, I would say yes before I even get the chance to doubt myself. I've learned to not even doubt myself for things as big as becoming a startup founder. Once you realize how relatively normal the backgrounds of a lot of young and successful entrepreneurs are, you'll realize that conviction in yourself and just taking that leap of faith could get you pretty far in life. Things are much scarier on the outside looking in. In general, it's okay to feel uncomfortable with change, but the more that you do become comfortable with change, the higher your ceiling will be in the opportunities that you pursue. There will always be opportunities, but you have to go out and find them or start the path towards them. Embrace challenges and set goals that are seemingly beyond reach. This all goes hand in hand with your level of self-confidence, but having this mindset where you consistently set goals that are a bit further out of reach that you're used to, you will almost surely continue to move in a positive direction. For example, if you want to be a CEO of your own startup, but in the meantime you become a product lead, you're still moving in the right direction towards your aspiration. Each challenge that you overcome, the better you'll feel about yourself. This ultimately creates a positive feedback loop that has you wanting to pursue even more challenges. My next tip is to always be learning. There will always be new skills and new ways of thinking that can better yourself as a person. While you should be confident in everything that you do, you should also understand that you don't know it all. There will always be someone with more experience or knowledge in any given field, and that's okay. When you share the same experience as those people, soak up as much as you can. Analyze what makes successful people successful and see what habits they have that can transfer into your lives. Be a sponge and just never be satisfied with your knowledge. Read books, listen to podcasts, and watch interesting YouTube videos where you can learn from experts in their fields. The more you learn, the more well-rounded of an individual you will become, and the more opportunities you will be qualified to partake in. Another great place to learn or cultivate new skills is a proud channel sponsor of mine, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creatives on top topics ranging from design and web development to entrepreneurship and finance. With Skillshare, you can explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. I recommend productivity classes in order to help you stay focused, and also any class that gets you acclimated with the nuances of investing. I'm personally really interested in a class Demystifying Cryptocurrency, Understanding Bitcoin and Beyond by Meltem Demours, the Chief Strategy Officer at CoinShare. Everything is tailored for efficient learning, so there's no ads and new premium classes are launching all the time. This makes it really easy to stay focused and actually work on new skills. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a limited time 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can explore your creativity today. My next tip is one of the most important ones that I will discuss today, and that is to reevaluate your relationship with risk. I've seen even loved ones put arbitrary boundaries around their given situations. They are afraid to look beyond the comfortable confines that they have put themselves in. I believe that a situation is as risky as you make it. We're in a new day and age where employers understand that if they don't make their employees happy or compensate them fairly, they will lose them. We're seeing this in sports with athletes requesting trades or transfers, and we're seeing this in industry where people aren't sticking around their jobs as long as they had been before. I would go a step further and say that you should continually be aware of the opportunities outside of your current one. This doesn't mean that you all should quit right now if you're unhappy, but knowing what's out there will help you better analyze the situation you're currently in. If you don't have any tangible comparison points, there's no way you'll be able to correctly evaluate your current situation. Risk isn't binary. There isn't just either very risky or not risky at all. There are in-betweens. For example, you can explore new jobs and even apply to them and talk to recruiters. The situation doesn't even have to become risky if you don't quit your job until you have a firm offer on the table. My next tip is to continue to pursue your passions, or continue the pursuit to find your passions. If you're working on something that you're passionate about, it will take the work out of working. For me, I get to help solve world-changing challenges on a daily basis, so it doesn't feel like work. It feels like I'm just making a difference, so every day I get a little extra push to continue to work hard and think deeply about what I'm doing. If you don't have a true passion yet, you need to put yourself in the position to find one. Don't be afraid to pursue a new career path or change companies if you see greater upside somewhere else. Don't get caught doing something you're not passionate about just because it was the comfortable thing to do. If you have those inklings of doubt, or if what I'm saying is hitting too close to home, you already know that you're not in your ideal situation, and maybe putting yourself out there is the best choice right now as you have those doubts. The arbitrary boundaries people place on themselves could last your entire working career, and honestly, I just don't want any of you to have to live with the regret of not pursuing what you love, or not pursuing a situation where you're appreciated and can show your best self. In order to take those steps forward, you'll need to look in the mirror and objectively assess yourself. Acknowledge your strengths and shortcomings, and either pursue things that highlight your strengths or put in the work to help your shortcomings. Either way, you'll be moving in a positive direction, and you'll be more likely to put yourself in the positions that you hope to be in. The better you understand yourselves, the better you can pitch yourselves to future employers or startup partners. This all goes back to being confident, but also humble in the fact that you don't know everything. And once you do look in the mirror, take action. Not tomorrow or next year, today. You can start with one Skillshare class or with simply planning a path forward, but don't be complacent and always continue to look forward. My next tip is something that I say all the time, but is so important. If it weren't for the people that I've surrounded myself with, I would not have the confidence or the knowledge of my worth that I have today. My family never fails to remind me that I am an extraordinary individual and that I literally can achieve anything that I put my mind to. My friends humble me when they need to, but are also always there to lift me up when I do well in life. And Michelle gives me a life to look forward to beyond the hard work of today. It's important to be intrinsically motivated, but it's also important to have people around you that can help lift you up in times of need. Others who will be there for you unconditionally, so you never have to worry about whether they'll be there for you or not. In your down days, they will remind you of your worth and your accomplishments when you forget, and in your positive days, they will lift you up even higher, which will help push you to strive for even more. Everything that I've mentioned so far won't mean anything if you don't take care of your health, both physically and mentally. You can't achieve anything if you aren't well enough to actually achieve those things. Your health is what allows you to keep trucking along. Being physically healthy gives you the energy to keep pushing towards your goals. So this means sleep well, eat well, and find time to exercise as well. Staying well mentally allows you to push through the down days and gives you the confidence and energy to continue to pursue your goals. For myself, even if some random diseases continue to take away my physical health for the better part of a year, all of the other tips I gave in this video helped me keep my head high through it all. Even if you're perfectly fine health-wise, don't overload yourself yourself in the pursuit of everything. Burnout can cause you to take even more than 2 steps back when you thought you took a step forward with productivity doing parallel tasks. Find things outside of your work and your studies to help you de-stress, and it will definitely pay off in the long run. That's all I had to talk about today. I hope these tips helped all of you out. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter to see what I'm up to, and subscribe for lots of new and exciting videos coming up as I do get better health-wise. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.